Hey everybody, Hack Creature here. So, while trying to play Valerie, that build that I showed you, I got interrupted. Someone chose Valerie before me, so I decided to choose Becca, because she's my second lowest character. And I ran into Gigabytebat. Now, this person is extremely familiar to me for some reason. I don't know if they're a YouTuber as well, or if they're just a famous player, but they're obviously high level. And I knew I was in for some trouble. Like, I don't know why, but I just, I knew that name, and I was like, I gotta be on guard here. So I'm playing Becca, and it's a high damage paired with high critical damage. Um, yeah, I think I have Deadeye, and then my ultimate skill has more critical chance. So yeah, the whole thing revolves around that. So I actually talked to them after the match. They said that they had been on break for quite a while, and he had just come back, and he was playing Daniel. Uh, he was saying he didn't do a good job, but I'm like, no, man, no, 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 you did a great job. Yeah, yeah, we did it. I mean, we did a good job too. You know, we did an amazing job. I don't know if this is a pre-made team. I'm a rando. I'm always a rando. Very rarely do I ever play with someone else. But, he did good. Despite everything that happens, he did amazing. So I'm playing as Becca, and I didn't know what kind of Daniel he was. I was expecting invincibility or endurance. I'm just testing it out right here. I can tell it's not invincible because he's staying back. He's not using endurance. I'm primarily trying to go for headshots for ammo. That zombie is still alive. Still alive. There it goes. These are really tough zombies. Gigabytebat, if you're watching this, if you didn't know, the Nias have a natural 15% damage resistance.
There's gotta be something useful here.
So that just stacks when you control them. He's just stuck on the door. This is a really fun match. There's so many jesters.
Let's have a closer look.
Yeah, he tried.
I'm not doing so well here.
Yeah, their head has even more damage resistance. So I just stopped trying. And then I just walk away, because there's no point in fighting him. It's better to just leave instead of wasting what little ammo I have. I have 10 bullets. So we go into Area 2 with 5:46, almost 6 minutes. I still don't know what kind of build he's running. In Area 2 it becomes more obvious, because his tactics actually work. They didn't really work in Area 1. It's a pretty interesting build, one I've tried before, but I don't think I've really made like my own official video on it. But I've definitely tried what he did try to do here.
If it's here, I'll find it.
I'm just running around. I thought I saw a security device up here, but it was actually just a box of ammo. So I grabbed that, and then we go off. I don't know where Yorick is. I'm trying to stick with my team. And then there it is. This is where we find out what he's actually doing. So I believe he's using Mind Over Matter, it's called. So the Jester's Screech is farther. The dealer takes more credits. The Nia does more damage. Stuff like that. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And he has Sadist. Incredibly powerful build if you can get it to work. And then here comes the first Mr. X.
Just flesh made into a weapon.
I'm not confident in trying to take down Mr. X, so I just run. But I see him over there, and I'm like, oh, okay, I can get Valerie. I should be able to get this in time because of the distance. And somehow he missed that hit. That should have hit. Even if the flash, like he missed, then he got me. And so I'm low on health, and I know he can get me with that wind-up. But I run away from my team, and he falls for it. Like, he shouldn't have gone after me. But because I led him away from my team, it gave them more distance. So he won't be able to catch the key holder. If he had continued to gone after them and left me alone, then he would have profited off more. Wait, profited more off of that move. Yeah, there you go. And January decides to destroy a camera for no fucking reason, instead of getting me off the floor. Good job. Nice. Boom. A lot of Jesters. Obviously the tactic, which is a beautiful tactic, and this is how you should be using Jesters. He's just still doing it wrong. Getting into a Jester, when people run in, he should, the plan is to scream. And then when everyone's stunned, then he can get some bites in, then he can get some kills. And that's why there's so many Jesters. But it's not working for him, because of the position of the Jesters, the fact that there's a Martin. It's just not working out. But the idea is solid. I've done that with Jesters. That's how you should be using Jesters. Have a locked door, have something in front of the door that isn't you, and then when they burst through the door, you're behind the door. They don't see you. And then when they walk in, then you scream. Then you get a bite. Then you can get some slashes. And if you have enough health, if you don't die, you might be able to get another scream off. That's the idea that he's trying to do here. But he also has the dealers, which do a whole bunch of damage with Sadist. It's a beautiful build if you can get it to work. It's just, you know, really difficult. I don't know what his preset was, but he had like 3 Jesters in one room. And they were all in terrible spots. Okay, so they would have been good spots if he had more creatures in the room. Like, what those Jesters could have done to us is amazing. If there were more creatures, we could have been distracted by killing those creatures, and then the 3 Jesters could have backed them up. They could have just been towers, stunning us constantly. It would have been beautiful, but he didn't have enough bioenergy to put out more creatures in that area with those 3 Jesters. That was a huge problem.
This really is not a very efficient way of ending
And at this point, we're just mopping the floor. You know, 6 minutes, but there's caltrops. And I'm being very cautious here. I'm technically low on ammo, in my opinion. A good dealer play. I'm infected, there's caltrops, there's another Jester. And then here comes Mr. X. trying to get this down because, the idea was Mr. X is here, I'm gonna go down. Can I get the biocore first? And yeah. And then we all went down, but thankfully Valerie had her ultimate. But we're still going down. He gets us down a whole bunch. His Mr. X plays turn the whole thing. Just flip over. It's a huge tug of war. And his Mr. X plays is a huge reason. That, boom. But of course, you know, apparently someone had a spray. But his skill is still there. And he dodged the trap. And then his Mr. X is down. But you saw that. If it wasn't for that first aid spray, if it wasn't for Valerie, we would have went down. We would have lost a whole bunch of time. He did that. That was badass. And he does it again.
All things pass with time.
So I'm behind. I can't see. And I'm assuming there's traps, so I just don't run out. I'm kind of waiting for the flash to end.
Check this out.
Caltrops, so I'm walking over them. And then it's basically down at this point. There's nothing to stop me. I let them finish it off. Save ammo.
So far to go.
I don't like being watched.
So we're going up to the third biocore. And I don't quite remember everything that happens here. But some of what happens is my fault. I just try and shoot him in the head. Thanks to Lawlink, he did a video for the passive ability that gets you ammo when you headshot. Turns out, as long as you headshot, when that creature dies, they will drop ammo. You don't have to kill it with your headshot. You just have to land a headshot. And then when they die, they drop ammo. That's how the ability works. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to get a headshot.
Oh my gosh, I would do anything to make it
So, I'm not really sure what everybody's doing. She's trying to get me up. I don't know what the other's doing. There's Mr. X. Valerie went down because she ran over the caltrops.
Bonjour to our guest star, Mr. X.
They'll all be like, recognize that psycho?
So, the idea was the same. I knew I was going to go down, so I tried to go for the biocore. This is where I screwed.
This feels...
I should have just ran. If I had just continued to run, I wouldn't have gone down. Maybe. Maybe I wouldn't have gone down. I don't know. But because I tried, Valerie died, and then I just went down. So that was, you know, 45 plus another 15. And then he goes down. That's another 15. Then I go down again. That wouldn't have happened if I had just run. But, because I didn't run, I destroyed half the biocore. So maybe in the end it was worth it. This is cool. She tried. She really did try. She was trying to get me up with that trick, and that can work. But it was never going to work with the time. With the timing. It wasn't going to work. And then Martin gave up. Content with their fate. But we still have time. That's why you should never give up. Then the biocore is
Do you
destroyed.
know how fucking long it took me to make this?
You have so little time. Because of my mistake and his
Feels no
plays.
pain. The perfect machine for this endeavor.
But you know what?
The
We
cogs
probably...
turn. The bars of the cage
Oh, the
fall
caltrops
into
are gone.
place.
And he's just trying to stop us, but there's not much he can do at this point. And I'm almost out of ammo, by the way. But anyway, so if I had run away, I wouldn't have damaged the biocore. And then we would have had to go back and destroy it.
Oh, there we go.
Maybe we would have lost if I ran away. I don't know. It was a tactical decision, and I guess it paid off.
Oh, yes, it is.
So he had no bioenergy at this point. And then we're out.
Let's get
So
on out.
overall, I think he did a good job. He had been gone for a while, and so he had just gotten back. The build is good. It can be optimized. Try something else. But overall, he did a great job. And it was a fun match. I had so much fun. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching. And as always, have a great day.